When it comes to high-end supercars, hypercars and even luxurious cars, a few specific brands come to mind, such as Bugatti, Ferrari, Pagani, Rolls-Royce among others. These dream cars come in limited numbers and with some of the biggest price tags, only the top 1% can afford. Let's take a look at the top 10 most expensive cars in the world. At 10, Bugatti Divo. The Bugatti Divo is a mid-engine, track-focused, sports car, developed and manufactured by Bugatti Automobiles SAS in Molsheim, France. The car is named after French racing driver, Albert Divo, who raced for Bugatti in the 1920s, winning the Targa Florio race twice. The car includes a redesigned exhaust system, featuring quad exhaust pipes, and a 1.8 meters wide, fixed rear wing. The interior in the Divo is relatively similar to the more luxurious Chiron, but has Alcantara upholstery and carbon fiber trim, in order to save weight. The Divo is powered by Bugatti's iconic 8-liter quad-turbo W16 engine with an output of 1,500 horsepower. The car is 8 seconds quicker than the Chiron around the Nardo test track, according to the manufacturer. The top speed is, however, limited to 236 miles per hour. Acceleration from 0 to 62 is just 2.4 seconds. The production of the Divo is limited to 40 units. Price: $6 million. At 9, Pagani Huayra Tricolore. The company was founded in 1992 by the Argentinian Horacio Pagani and is based in San Cesario sul Panaro, near Modena, Italy. The Pagani Huayra Tricolore was built to mark the 60th anniversary of Frecce Tricolori, which is the Italian Air Force's aerobatic training group. It sports a unique bodywork configuration with no roof, an overhead intake scoop, and a red, white, and green color scheme. Only 3 cars will be made. When it comes to the choice of materials and interior design, the Huayra Tricolore is deeply inspired by the planes of the National Aerobatic Patrol, and honors them in every detail. All aluminium components are made from aerospace-grade alloys and machined from billet, before being anodized in the distinctive blue color. The Huayra Tricolore is powered by the new Pagani 6-liter V12 twin-turbo engine, specially developed by Mercedes-AMG, capable of delivering 840 horsepower. Price: $6.7 million. At 8, Mercedes Maybach Exelero. The Mercedes Maybach Exelero was a one-off high-performance sports car made by Stoller, in collaboration with Daimler Chrysler. It was unveiled at the Tempodrome in Berlin in 2005. The Exelero was commissioned by Fulda, a German subsidiary of Goodyear, to test their new high-performance Carrot Exelero tire range. In collaboration with Maybach, the initial design of the Exelero was to be influenced by the Maybach SW38, and built on the platform of the Maybach 57. This car wouldn't look out of place in a Batman movie, with its black exterior, long hood, and chrome grille. Sitting on huge 23-inch alloy wheels, this one-off still rides on its original tires, but is no longer capable of reaching the high speeds it once did back in 2005. The Exelero is powered by a 5.9-liter, twin-turbo, V12 engine, producing 700 horsepower, and has a top speed of 218 miles per hour, accelerating the 2.8-ton car from 0 to 60 in just 4.3 seconds. It was reported that American rapper Birdman bought the car for approximately $8 million, but struggled to make the finance payments, so Sean Carter, better known as Jay-Z, offered Birdman a sum of money to take it off his hands. The Exelero plays a leading role in Jay-Z's 2006 music video, The Lost One. Right now, the car is owned by Frank Rickett, the founder of Mercedes-Benz tuner Mechatronic, in Germany. At 7, Bugatti Centodieci. The Bugatti Centodieci, Italian for 110, is another ultra-rare, super expensive model produced by French automotive manufacturer, Bugatti. The car is in homage to the Bugatti EB110, and a celebration of the Bugatti marque's 110th birthday. The car takes similar design cues from the EB110, such as the 5-round air intakes, which resemble a diamond. They ensure that enough air is taken into the iconic 16-cylinder engine. The rear consists of 8 tail light elements along with matte black double-outlet dual exhaust pipes placed one above the other. The Centodieci is 20 kg lighter than the Bugatti Chiron, which it is based on, and has a 8-liter, quad-turbocharged W16 engine, producing a massive 1,500 horsepower. The Centodieci is capable of accelerating from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 2.4 seconds with a top speed, electronically limited to 240 miles per hour. Production of the Centodieci will be limited to only 10 units, priced at an eye-watering $9 million each, which have all been sold. At 6, Rolls-Royce Sweptail. The Rolls-Royce Sweptail is a bespoke one-off large luxury car made in the United Kingdom by Rolls-Royce Motor Cars. At the time of its May 2017 debut at the yearly Concorso d'Eleganza Villa d'Este event, it was the most expensive new automobile in the world, costing around $12.8 million. The Sweptail was commissioned bespoke in 2013, when an unnamed, exceptionally wealthy client asked Rolls-Royce to build him a one-off luxury motor car like no other. So they did. It is based on the Rolls-Royce Phantom Coupe and hand-built over 4 years, inspired by coach building of the 1920s and 1930s. It features several unique design features, including a system that deploys a bottle of champagne at the touch of a button, a large panoramic glass roof, which Rolls-Royce says is one of the largest and most complex ever produced for a car. Much of the interior trim is crafted from Macassar ebony and Paldau wood, with moccasin and dark spice leather trim on the seats, armrests and dashboard top. The front grille is the largest of any modern-era Rolls-Royce, milled from solid aluminium and polished by hand to a mirror finish. You may have noticed the 08 numbers engraved at the front and rear. These are milled from aluminium ingots, and serve as identification and registration marks. The Sweptail is powered by the Phantom's 6.7-liter V12 engine, and develops 453 brake horsepower. With a top speed limited to 155 miles per hour and a 0 to 60 time in just 4.9 seconds, this 2.5-ton monster is no slouch. At 5, Pagani Zonda HP Barchetta. Completely hand-built, this is an open-top convertible supercar that's capable of pumping out a staggering 789 brake horsepower, thanks to its naturally aspirated 7.3-liter V12 engine from Mercedes-AMG, and mated to a proper old-fashioned 6-speed manual gearbox. Barchetta is an Italian word that refers to a small boat. Only 3 are being made, out of which one of them belongs to company founder, Horacio Pagani himself to celebrate his 60th birthday. The car is almost totally made from carbon fiber and sits on a chassis made from a material Pagani calls carbo titanium. The HP Barchetta features a trimmed wraparound windscreen and without a roof, making it a permanent open top. The 20-inch front and 21-inch rear forged aluminium wheels have different color inlays, left and right. Left is gold, and right is blue. It's all about details with Pagani. Some sources speculate the Zonda HP Barchetta is capable of traveling up to a lightning speed of 221 miles per hour, but Pagani has never released the vehicle's official performance specifications. This ultra-rare supercar will set you back a hefty $17.6 million. At 4, Bugatti Voiture Noire. The Voiture Noire, or the Black Car, is a one-off special introduced at the 2019 Geneva Motor Show. Based on the Chiron, the design of the car is a homage to Jean Bugatti's all-black Type 57 SC Atlantic, which mysteriously vanished from a train traveling between the company's Molsheim factory and Bordeaux in 1940. Were it to be found, it would likely be the most valuable car ever. Just 4 Atlantics were built, and world-renowned fashion designer Ralph Lauren, who owns one of the 2 survivors, reportedly turned down an offer of $100 million for his. The car has a hand-built body made from carbon fiber designed by Bugatti designer Etienne Salome. The one of Hypercar features a custom body with visible carbon fiber surfaces and a clearcoat, known as black carbon glossy. Bugatti claims the special finish generates virtually no reflections, but plenty of tension and drama. Then there are the headlights, with more than 25 individually milled elements in each cluster. Bugatti admits, that took a lot of work, even for a one-off project. The front grille has been 3D printed while the ultra-wide LED light strip at the back boasts a single-piece surround with no joints, a first for a Bugatti. It has six exhaust tips, radical new wheels, an aggressive bespoke fascia, and a gigantic light-up badge out back, that spells out the name of the brand. The Voiture Noire will be powered by the same, 8-liter, quad-turbocharged, W16 engine from the Chiron, producing 1,500 horsepower, pushing it to speeds of up to 261 miles per hour, and 0 to 60 in less than 3 seconds. The owner of this unique car is unknown, although rumors suggest that it belongs to either Ferdinand Piëch, the former VW Group chairman, or Real Madrid's football star, Cristiano Ronaldo. Price: $18.7 million. At 3, McLaren F1. The McLaren F1 is considered by many to be the first hypercar, and with just 106 built between 1992 and 1998, is among the most prized vehicles in the world. Designed by Gordon Murray and built in Woking, England, the F1 uses a mid-mounted, naturally aspirated 6.1-litre V12 engine developed by BMW, producing 627 horsepower. It has a top speed of 240 miles per hour and 0 to 60 in just 3.2 seconds. This car was described as the first Formula One car for the road. Power is transmitted to the rear wheels through a 6-speed manual gearbox. This particular example, Chassis 29, is the 25th of 64 road cars from the production run, which sold for a record-setting $20.47 million at Gooding & Company's Pebble Beach auctions in 2021. It's finished in a Creighton brown paint job, which is offset by an elegant light brown and tan leather upholstery in its 3-seater cabin. Originally sold to a collector in Japan, the car remains in as delivered state, meaning no changes have been made since it left the factory, and has just 243 miles on its V12 engine since leaving the factory back in 1995. The sticker price for McLaren F1s when they were launched in the mid-1990s was typically between $800,000 and $1 million. While many scoffed at the high price at the time, the soaring value of the F1 makes it one of the best-performing cars of all time when it comes to price appreciation. Jay Leno once called his F1,
believe is probably the greatest car of the 20th century.
One of these cars was owned and famously, twice, crashed by British actor, Rowan Atkinson. The Mr. Bean star first ploughed the exotic supercar into the back of a Rover Metro in October 1999, and then into a tree in 2011. Despite almost being written off twice, Atkinson sold his F1 in June 2015 for $11 million, making a tidy $10.2 million profit on the $800,000 he'd paid for it in 1996. At 2, Rolls-Royce Sweptail. The Rolls-Royce Sweptail is a mid-sized luxury coach-built grand tourer car made by Rolls-Royce Motor Cars, at its Goodwood plant, England, at the request of a very wealthy client. It draws aesthetic inspiration from J-class yachts of the 1920s and 1930s. The car shares its chassis and engine with the Rolls-Royce Phantom, a 563 brake horsepower, 6.75-litre twin-turbo V12 engine. The car measures 5.8 meters long. While a handful of safety elements are taken from the Phantom, virtually all of the Sweptail is bespoke, including every body panel and its front and rear lights. In total, the car features over 1,800 completely new parts. Even the Phantom's sound system had to be re-engineered to ensure it would work optimally in the Sweptail. This car features a unique two-tone exterior, custom high-end finishes inside, and even a hosting suite, complete with a champagne fridge and built-in sun umbrella. The suite also includes 2 carbon fiber stools created in association with Italian firm Promemoria, to sit beneath a distinctive parasol that extends from the rear deck. The clock is worth mentioning. Besides Rolls-Royces and champagne, the owner of this car also collects Beauvais watches. Over the course of 3 years, Rolls-Royce and Beauvais developed 2 tourbillon timepieces that can either be worn on the wrist or mounted on the boat tail's dashboard. This ultra-exclusive, ultra-luxurious cabrio costs an eye-watering $28 million. And the number 1 spot goes to the Ferrari 250 GTO, as the world's most expensive car. The Ferrari 250 GTO is a GT car produced by Ferrari from 1962 to 1964 for homologation into the FIA's Group 3 Grand Touring Car category. The 250 in its name denotes the displacement in cubic centimeters of each of its cylinders. GTO stands for Gran Turismo Omologato, Italian for Grand Touring Homologated. Just 36 of the 250 GTOs were manufactured. This includes 33 cars with 1962 to 1963 bodywork, Series 1, and 3 with 1964 bodywork, Series 2. When new, the 250 GTO cost $18,000 in the United States. This model has since become highly desired by automobile collectors, and sales have repeatedly set price records. The 1963 250 GTO, chassis 4153 GT, holds the current record for the world's most expensive car, which was set in June 2018, when it was sold in a private sale for $70 million. The engine was the race-proven 3-liter V12, producing approximately 296 brake horsepower. The gearbox was a new 5-speed unit with a top speed of 180 miles per hour, and 0 to 60 in 6.1 seconds. This particular 1963 250 GTO won the Tour de France the year after it was built, and got its record price tag through never having crashed in its 55-year lifespan. Among its collectors are the likes of Ralph Lauren, Pink Floyd drummer Nick Mason, and British billionaire Lord Anthony Bamford, the only man ever to own 2 250 GTOs. Which car would you choose? Comment below. Before you go, don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to be the next billionaire.